I've made it clear to players, development is important, but I also believe winning is a habit. You learn how to win. I think you can learn how to win. And it can be simple, tangible things like, hey, you're up by 1 goal, 2 minutes left in the game. Why are you running to chase the balls for a throw-in? It's like, hold up. Like, I remember watching a game. One of my former players, he had gone up to the next year, and this team was winning, and he ran to get the ball to throw it in. And the captain was like, hey, settle down, calm down. And I was just watching. I was like, in his mind, he was too stressed. He was too energized. And that is a habit of winning, knowing when to accelerate, when to slow down. And hate to say it, how to talk to the ref, when to talk to the ref, all of these things to do. So that's part of the habit as well. But it's also another habit is when you mess up, not getting down on yourself, encouraging your teammates, staying strong. Because you see, it's easy to be successful when things are going well. It's a lot harder to keep on pushing when things aren't going so well. I'm going to take an example. Recently, I was at a game. We're losing 2-0 at halftime, and players were starting to get on each other, yada, yada, yada. Well, come back to tie it 2-2, could have won 3-2, whatever. Ended up tying 2-2, and it was a derby, a big game. But I kept on I stressed so much, even before beginning of the season, even before you've ever played any game. I say it's easy to talk the talk when things are going well. Can you keep it up when things aren't going well? Can you encourage your teammates when things aren't going well? Can you say this? Can you do that? Because basically, coaches know it's not going to be smooth sailing all the way around. So if you can prepare the players in the team for the rough waves, they'll be better prepared for it. And so a lot of it is prep. So I agree. I will say though that for me, I do make it clear to players, I want to win. Like, because to me also, I tried doing it the other way, and the players they're not rocking with it, and you can lose them. And unfortunately, you lose a lot of the good players. And I'm just gonna come out and say it. I can't do a full season losing, or I can't do it easily. It's difficult for me because I am very, very, very demanding, and I've noticed it. And I've had comments from parents, a lot more from parents than players, because players I think are a lot more flexible than parents or than parents because they're younger a bit. So something I've started to do is, I remember, I'll give this example, and I've given it to players recently. I had a team where when we didn't have the ball, we weren't compact. So if the ball would go up, we wouldn't move the entire team with it. The ball would go down, we wouldn't move the entire team with it. And I hadn't made that enough of a point. Like I said, it was important, but we didn't work on it enough. Well, we're at a game and it's tied. About 2-3 minutes left in the game. My striker goes through on goal, and I hate to say it, but I knew they were going to miss. It was 1v1, and I knew they were going to miss. And somehow I knew we were going to lose that game if they missed. And they missed. The goalie saves it, and we're cut in half. So our striker goes 1v1 with 2 defenders trailing, and the rest of the team is back here. And I'm like, this is not good. And they save it, and they hit a counterattack. They come back. They don't score on the counterattack. We save it, goes out for a corner, and then they score on the corner, end of the game. Because we were cut in half. If the entire team had moved up, we would have stopped their counterattack, and we might have ended up with a tie. But we lost the game because we were cut in half. So ever since then, the beginning of the season for any team, I stress on that because, again, winning helps progress things forward. Winning makes things easier. Winning makes people buy in more. Losing makes it a lot harder. And simply, I don't like difficult things that aren't necessary. Like if like running is necessary and it's hard and it's necessary. But I don't like making things difficult for yourself if they're not necessary, if there's no use to it. So if you can avoid certain things, avoid it. But I tell players, look, I want to win because they buy in more, and it's true. Like I want to be honest with my players. I'm not going to tell you I want to only develop, and then you make a mistake and I immediately take you out. It depends on the mistake. Like when you were younger, not reacting after you lose the ball. That's a mistake I'm willing to take a player out. If I tell a player, hey, I want us to play out from the back, and they mess up playing out from the back, and then I take them out, I'm the one who's wrong. I'm the one who's inauthentic because I didn't keep my word. But now I agree with development is more important at the youth level, particularly if you want to take them to the highest level possible. I think winning helps take that development forward, helps push it forward. And I think it's not just the coach. It's not just you. Okay, it's not just me, Milton, this year. It's the coach from last year, the coach from the year before. I think it's the entire club. They have to have a good system in place, a vision in mind that allows the coach themselves mess up. Because if the coach can't mess up, then the player definitely can't mess up. Because the coach will be like, I'm sorry, you got to get out because I'm going to lose my job if you don't. So I think we're on the same page there.
Well said.
And I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. Wow, that was something I'm very passionate about. I enjoyed that discussion. We went in on that one.
Thank you for checking out the ToroFoot Podcast today. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit the like and the subscribe button, and check out some of the other videos we have available as well. Thank you very much.